Okay, here's what's going to happen with number 6. Notice they've given us two different types of data here. They've given us the stopping speed on dry pavement and the stopping distance on dry pavement and the stopping distance on wet pavement. Now it says use your graphing calculator to determine a quadratic regression that models the truck's stopping distance, but it doesn't tell you which one to use. Should be using dry or wet? Well, looking down here, I notice it wants information about dry. So I went to my calculator and I typed in the X numbers, L1 into L1, 35, 45, 55, 65, and I typed in the dry distances into L2. It says use a quadratic regression. What happens with this one is this data doesn't quite fit into a line. It kind of looks like a line, but it turns out that a parabola, a quadratic regression, matches better. So we're going to go to Stat, Calculate. Before we always used linear regression. Now today we're just going to use quadratic regression. Okay, and it says round everything to 1 decimal place. Okay, ignore that phone ring. Anyway, we're rounding to 1 decimal, so we're going to have 0.1 x squared minus 0.1 x plus 55.9. So that would be our answer for A. Then it says, use the function for part A in your calculator to determine the speeds on dry pavement requiring stopping distance of 455. So what we're going to do, 55.9, I got to remember that number. We're going to type in our equation here, 0.1 x squared. I think it was minus 0.1 x plus, I got to go back and look. Rats. 55.9. And what we're going to do is we're going to graph this, and we're also going to graph 455. And then we're going to determine when the parabola is greater than 455. All right, now if I just hit the graph button, I'm probably not going to see much, because I certainly need my y values to be bigger than 455, and looking at my speeds, I need my speeds to be up in the 65 mile an hour range. So I'm going to go to Window. X is my speed, so I'm going to make that bigger than 65. That's going to be 70, and I'll make my tick marks go by tens maybe. And then for my y max, I need more than 455. Maybe I'll go to 550. And I'll make my tick marks here be 50s, I guess. All right, so I'm going to stop here. I'll let you finish this problem. You're going to go into this Calculate menu, and you're going to find this intersection point. And then your answer will be, it takes more than 455 feet to stop when X is bigger than whatever that answer you get. So go into Calculate, find that intersect, number 5, and then your answer is simply going to be X is greater than whatever that answer you get. Okay, hope that helps. Let me know if you have more questions.